Welcome to Joseph's New Positives, 2nd of December edition. First off, in sport, we have a German Santa race that goes ahead. I guess Santa can't use magic to go anywhere. We have a football that scores with a somersault throw in the Persian League. Never seen anything like that before in my life. We have the Paris 2024 Olympics to include 4 new sports, including breaking, surfing, climbing and skateboarding. We have a man that breaks the world record by slicing 68 grapes via sword on a standing balance. Absolutely could not believe that. A man is booked for a goal that is deemed too cheeky? I think the referee may have a point there, but I don't know. The 2 greatest of all time footballers, some may argue, Messi and Ronaldo, faced off on Wednesday night, and Ronaldo scored 2 goals, adding to the debate of who is the best. We have a Santa that breaks a world record when pulling a truck with reindeer statues and presents. This man breaks a world record for pulling 36,376 pounds. That's his 32nd world record, and that is equivalent of pulling 58 baby humpback whales. I've never thought that would ever be possible, if I'm honest. We have the new world record with a martial artist punching through 62 clay targets. We have an American footballer, Max, who needs to apologise for eating sushi off a naked body while appearing on a reality TV show. Probably not the best for the PR team. Next up in movies and TV, we have new Star Wars, Marvel and Pixar movies and TV shows that are to be announced on Thursday at this week's Disney Plus event. And that could include shows such as the Boba Fett and Ahsoka show, the new Star Wars trilogy, the Taika Waititi Star Wars film, Captain Marvel 2, or even Blade. We have the original Dr. Octopus returning for Spider-Man 3, one of the greatest villains and one of the greatest superhero films. Spider-Man 2, he is returning from, can't wait. We have Jim Carrey, who is reportedly signed up to play Dr. Robotnik for several films, including in several future Sonic films. Cannot wait for that. Next up in film, we have a hilarious Saturday Night Live Christmas-themed parody of Eminem's Stan music video turned into a Santa diss track. Oh, we have a Taylor Swift classic love song that features in a funny Match.com advert, and it truly sums up 2020. We have Bob Dylan, who is selling his entire song catalogue, so his entire songwriting catalogue, I may add, to Universal Music for an estimated $300 million. Wow. And next up in the science news of the recent, scientists say that they can make antiperspirant from body-like fluids such as sweat could be possible, and they wouldn't dry out your skin like deodorant. I would love that. I think so anyway. We have a new report that shows that laughter benefits both physical and mental health, so get lolling, peeps. We have a New York Times study that shows that walking at least 11 minutes a day could reverse the most harmful effects of sitting around all day in a day job, or gaming as I sometimes do. This is contradicting a previous study that showed you needed at least an hour to counteract the worst issues of it. But if you walk 11 minutes a day, you should be all good to go, and the most harmful effects anyway. We have a universal flu vaccine that passes its first clinical test with 51 people. This would be incredible considering a new flu vaccine is created every year. Wow. We have an asteroid sample that's gathered only for the 2nd time ever, has arrived in Earth, has been transported to Japan, that was thought to have been formed at the dawn of the solar system, that could have contributed to life on Earth with its organic matter. Absolutely insane. Wow. They're going to study it more next week. We have technology news where Uber hands off its self-driving car project that went everywhere and went viral due to legal and financial heartache for $400 million, as technically it's investing in the new company by buying it, by handing it over for free. Very confusing technology. We have a 62-year-old man who is found clinging to the hull of a capsized boat after being reported missing for about 24 hours. I have no idea how that man actually managed to stay there. We have a world distance record for broadband speeds reaching over 1 gigabyte per second over a 4-mile distance. That's like downloading 40 iOS 14 updates in a second. I wish I had that. We have Walker Crisps, new manufacturing techniques slashes CO2 emissions by 70% by using the CO2 from beer fermentation with potato waste to turn into a fertilizer. Great for the world. We have new technology that saves up to 650 tonnes when installed at more than 30 train stations. This is the equivalent of 600, there's the equivalent of 180 house CO2 emissions produced annually. Incredible. In food and drink, we have a 3D printer that could possibly print 3D food using a new ink hypergel that could produce the starch and therefore food cheaply. Incredible. I'd love to make my own food. We have a Singapore approved the first lab made clean meat and chicken nuggets, but they do cost $50 each, so hard one. I do like to taste it though. We have McDonald's to introduce plant-based burgers called McPlant starting from next year and chicken substitutes. I love the name, probably will need to try it. We have a study that shows that coffee lovers don't actually enjoy the drink more than us. Their caffeine addiction just makes them think they do. I really want to mention that to some people, to be honest. We have a Waitrose annual report that indicates people have been eating healthier this year. Fantastic news to hear. We have a new vegan dog leash that is strong like leather, but is made from apples by Project Blue, and they plant one tree from every cell. Absolutely amazing. I'd love to see that worldwide shown. In school culture, we have a BuzzFeed have recently released an article that have people sharing the wildest reasons their teacher has got fired, such as an art teacher painting with his bum being caught on video, such as a teacher selling confiscated Pokemon cards to students, and a teacher for making silencers. This is true, silencers for the mafia, for which of half the stuff was made by students in class. I can't believe, crazy that. We have in gaming news, we have Google's new iCloud gaming service, Google Stadia, which is $69 and is available for Android devices, PCs and TVs that you plug in. It's launched in 8 more countries, and with games like Destiny 2 and Hitman, they are free for $10 a month with many more games than that. Very interesting. We have Grand Theft Auto Online announcing a new VIP nightclub with live world-class DJs. I cannot wait for that. Can't believe after, 7 years since the game's released that they're still updating the game. Amazing. I think it's the best-selling game of all time. We have a classic Call of Duty map, Zombies map, Kendo Detorten. Let's say Kino for short. That is returning to COD Cold War. Cannot wait. It's going to be amazing, that. The classic game Black Ops. We have 2,000, so we had a poll of 2,000 people that found on average that parents are now spending 5 extra hours on video games weekly to spend time with their children this year. And it shows that 1 in 5 families have grandparents gaming. Quite interesting. That Candy Crush was pretty popular, to be fair, back in the day. In health news, we have one of the first people in England given the COVID vaccine, and they're called William Shakespeare. Actual true coincidence. Couldn't believe it when I seen it. We have a kid's lunchbox that looks like it has cigarettes in it. Went viral. Quite hilarious how that turned out. We have a pregnancy that has been announced absolutely insanely. Through what you can presume is, from reading the caption, but definitely a unique way to announce a pregnancy, I mean. We have Apple Fitness Plus that is launching the 14th of December very soon. That will supply strength training, yoga and more for $10 a month. Could use the Apple Watch to track your heartbeat and that during intensity workouts. Quite interesting, that. We have Christmas news where Poundland shoppers are hilariously being told that their card might be on the naughty list by an automated Santa when their card fails on the automated machines. Many customers have been complaining about this, but I think this is hilarious. We have an advent calendar that gives 4 bounties in a row, which angers customers, and rightfully so. Bounties are horrible. We have, in the latest news in fashion, we have a luxury fashion brand, Balenciaga. I'm going to put it on the screen because I don't know how to say it. That holds a runway show in a post-apocalyptic game called Afterworld: The Age of Tomorrow. What a way to do it. 2020 is crazy. In beauty news, we have a new TikTok for beauty being made. This is being released soon where people can create videos that links their favourite products to their favourite beauty brands, which they can gather money from. I think that's going to be amazing for some people out there. We have in art an ancient Amazonian Sistine Chapel-like discovered wall after 12,500 years of not being rediscovered, and almost unreachable area of the Colombian mountain. Absolutely crazy, this. Look how amazing that is. In animal news, At 9,800 feet below the surface, we have 115 cutthroat eels that swim into light where there's little food. This baffles scientists as there was only thought to be 10 alive in captivity worldwide, showing we really do know nothing about the world around us underneath the sea. We have a horse that has been found running on a busy road. Absolutely crazy if you're driving by this, but thankfully people saved it and let it be known. We have a deer that tries to break into high school, gives a pretty good attempt as well, but sadly doesn't break in, so need to go back to school the next day. We have a wild boar that wanders into a busy Malaysian hot mall, which is known to happen for the first time. It's just casually trying to buy some stuff, let it be. We have a man that abandons his degree and becomes rich by housing up to 80,000 scorpions. And he sells their venom through electric currents to extract them. I know the scorpions are okay, and what a way to do it. Leaving your degree, that takes guts. We have an Indonesian tailor that makes cosplay costumes for cats. This is absolutely amazing to see. Here you are. Oh, I just want to hug them all. And we have giraffes that have been saved from flooding on an island by custom-made community rafts. It's absolutely amazing. Imagine what that giraffe must be feeling. But yes, that is Joseph's news positives for the week. We'll be uploading a video on Sunday on TikTok's Daily. Please join, and also a website on Twitter. And I hope to see you next time. Goodbye and skidad!